live. Welcome back to another episode of the You've Been Mike podcast. This episode is brought to you by Built Protein Bars, Ballsy Ball Care, DOS Lab Supplements, and Joy Organic CBD Oil. It's your boy, Joey Colello, and as always, to talk fantasy football, I have my three talented co-hosts, Brian, Ryan, and the old timer. What's up, guys?
What's up, boys?
What's up?
Or the people's uncle.
Who's the old timer?
You.
No.
Get closer to your mic. Thank you.
I'm drinking my coffee.
Make
All right,
love.
my
to
bad.
them.
I still got to talk anyway. Guys, please visit any of our affiliate links in the description to get a discount. We're going to be going over some season-long stuff, just a little bit. We don't have that much to talk about. We're going to go over Week 3 recap. We're going to go over top 3 position for FanDuel, spread picks, our over-unders, Superlock, and Survivors. Please become a supporter, guys. Sign up for exclusive discounts. Everything will be in the link in the description. So on that note, let's get into some Week 3 recap real quick. Who won the week? I think there's 3 of us, right? Me with 9-7, Brian went 9-7, and Ryan went 9-7.
Yep.
Solid week. I thought I had you guys.
Gaining some ground.
I shouldn't have picked fucking Washington. I picked Washington Monday night, right? That Monday night game was Washington?
I don't remember.
Chicago and Washington, right?
Yeah.
And I picked Washington. You guys
And
took
I had the
Chicago.
one up on the. I picked the Baltimore game.
Yeah.
That was big for me too.
The old timer took a backseat this week, 4-2.
Yeah.
Not the greatest, but he'll bounce back. It's just a lot of fluke games. Listen, I lost a lot of money betting last week.
It's not easy, man.
It's not.
It's not.
And this week's even
Vegas
harder.
knows. They know.
Yeah.
I won some money on FanDuel, and I also placed my Daniel Jones bet that I want to announce.
Oh, what is
Oh,
it?
what's that?
$50 I paid for Daniel Jones to throw for
MVP.
200
okay.
yards and 2 touchdowns. I won $347 last week.
You took that last week?
Ching.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. You think he'll do the same this week?
I think he has a good day.
I think he has a good day as well. Selena still went 8-8. She's still in overall 3rd place. We have Brian still in 1st place overall, and Ryan in 2nd. Listeners are in 5th place with the people's uncle behind in 6th. I'm at a solid 4.
J. Cal 4.
Yeah. Actually, I finally got to a super lock right. I picked Dallas with Ryan. Ryan picked Dallas as well.
We all hit, right?
We all hit except Pops. Pops took Seattle minus 4.5.
Okay.
And they lost. I forgot what the score was, but they lost. And all 3 of you, Ryan, Brian, and my dad, are all still alive in the Survivor. Dallas hit, New England hit, and San Francisco barely covered.
Oh, I was
Right?
rooting for them to lose.
They just won.
They started real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look terrible. Jimmy G looked bad.
It was
Yeah.
a bad, it
I
was
don't
a
know,
bad
maybe
week.
this kid Mason Rudolph's like kind of decent.
He's decent. I think if Ben was there, they would have lost that game because the defense played well. But hey,
You think
covered.
if Ben plays, 49ers lose?
in that game, yeah,
You think so?
yeah, because the defense played well. So why wouldn't Ben do good? He's not a bad quarterback. He just has an injury.
How long is he
Ben
out?
stinks.
8 weeks?
We always
I don't
say
think he
that.
comes
No,
back.
he's out for the season.
He's
I'm
done,
pretty
yeah.
sure.
Oh, you
He's
think he
getting-
comes back
he's
next
getting
year?
surgery.
Oh, next. I don't know. Who knows?
I think he's done.
Could
Yeah.
be. I could see that.
It's hard to come back from back
Especially
injury.
with him, he always plays the injury bug off
Oh,
bad. Like
always,
he's hurt
yeah.
and it throws 400 yards
Yep.
in the game.
Fucking boy who cried wolf.
Exactly.
You got anything over there? You look deep in thought.
Oh, no, I'm looking at my fantasy team. I picked up a couple people last week, and I'm pretty
Talk about
happy
'em.
with them.
Who'd you
Who'd you
take?
pick up?
I picked up Daniel Jones
Nice.
with 65 points in my Yahoo League.
Danny
and
Dimes.
I put him on the bench for Jared Goof.
Jared Goof.
And Jared Goof.
They're playing the
goofs off
Browns this
again.
week.
I don't care. Oh, well, who the?
Jared Goff. Rams are playing the
No,
Browns.
they're playing
right?
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, they are playing Tampa Bay.
I have a question.
Oh, I
for
was
you
wrong.
guys.
I'm wrong. Who's playing the Browns?
Browns is Baltimore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
In Baltimore.
that's who it is. Sorry.
So I have a question, to Chief fans. So
Mm-hmm.
I picked up what's his name last week? Not
Darwin.
Williams.
Darwin.
Yeah. So
No, you picked up Darrell Williams.
no
Darwin Thompson.
I picked him up last week
Stash
before the
him.
game. So I'm just
yeah.
gonna keep
Stash him.
him because he didn't do nothing, right?
Stash him.
So I'm just gonna hold it. What do I do? You're how do you feel about that?
I loved him, and I picked him up. I dropped him, though.
I feel
I'm
like-
dropping him for the
I
simple
picked him
reason
up.
that they're not going to utilize him.
It doesn't look like they
Really
are.
not.
It doesn't look
They're
like
They're
gonna give
doing
him
the
a
same
chance.
thing. They're
They
doing the
don't.
same thing with him that they did with Mahomes. He's playing the back role until next
Yeah,
season.
he'll get
Yeah.
a little something, but you know what?
He's a running back 4 or 5.
His
right now.
routes that they're giving him are routes that are set up for Darrell Williams. Flourished when he
Right.
came in. I mean,
He reminded me of
beasted it.
Priest Holmes.
Yeah, he reminded me of Priest Holmes. He knows how to shift. He knows how to find the hole. Thompson needs to bounce to the outside. We
Yeah.
don't have plays for that.
Yeah.
He'll get killed if he bounces to the outside because we don't have the blocking going to the outside. So yeah, I'm really high on Darrell Williams. Honestly, as I honestly thought a lot more of him than I ever did.
Darrell Williams.
Darrell Williams showed me a lot.
He gained a lot of weight. He's up to 225.
Yeah.
And he was one of the fastest plays this week. He ran 20 miles an hour at 225 pounds.
225 running that fast. He was running
monster.
people over.
Yeah.
You know?
And he won the game for us
he's
with
gonna-
that screen at the end.
He
He's
went
gonna
first
start-
in my league.
He's
Yeah.
going to start getting
I
goal
picked
line.
him up. I
Yeah, I
picked him
couldn't
up.
get him.
He's
in
going
my
to start
big
getting goal line. The Chiefs picked him up to back up what's his name, Kareem Hunt, and then they got Damian Williams.
Yeah.
Right.
So they kind of pushed him aside because both Kareem and Damian could catch, so there was no need for him.
Yeah.
But we needed him. But then when Damian started playing the game, they would bring in Darrell once in a while, and he would get the receptions, and his hands were always good.
Yep.
Now, hands, size, showing speed,
Yeah.
power. Why not play him?
Yep.
I mean, he reminds me of a kind of like a Derrick Henry type of player.
Yeah, like a big back.
They were saying all over the place that you should pick up that Williams is a top priority waiver pick, but not to play him this week because you don't know what he's going to do. He could be the starting running back. He could not be. You still have LaShawn McCoy, who has the ankle injury.
It's a tough play.
It's a
right?
tough
It's
play.
It's
You
a
don't-
tough
They're
play.
going to let McCoy heal because they do have
I don't
Darwin
think
Thompson.
so. I don't think
so.
they do. I don't think they do.
I don't.
I mean, if your options are limited, though, you're gonna.
We're
you're
a
gonna play him.
passing team.
Right.
McCoy could play the whole game and not have to carry the ball once.
True.
I think we're going to blow out Detroit again, and they're going to start running at the end of the game.
We'll get into
get
that.
into that.
Yeah, we'll get into all that. Let's get into top 3 FanDuel picks. I'll start off quarterback. I got to go, my boy Mahomes. If you're going to pay up for a quarterback, listen, he's going to get 300 yards and at least 3 touchdowns a game. So if you're going to pay up for a quarterback, I think you pay up for him. Second quarterback, I think it's obvious, Phillip Rivers against a Miami defense. He's only $7,800 for a quarterback. And then I got to go with him, Danny Dimes, $7,300. Cheap quarterback. I think he's going to have a field day. Who are they playing again? Washington.
Washington.
It's a rival game. I think he's going to go out, show out again. And, yeah. Brian, who you got?
So I really don't like a lot of the matchups this week, besides the obvious ones like the KC one. So I went a little. I guess it's cheap, but I did Jacoby Brissett, so that's
Smart.
7,300
Against Oakland.
against Oakland. I think that'll be a decent game. It's
gotta be, yeah.
And the Colts been playing well.
Very well.
I did Danny Dimes as well, obviously. He's been smoking it up.
And he's
last week.
$7,300.
7,300. And then, like I said, I love the Chiefs to win games, but I feel that when I see a line of 59 something, whatever it is, they're not going to win 59-0. They got to have points on the other end.
They
So
have to,
Stafford,
yeah.
6,900, which is actually fairly low compared to the rest of the quarterbacks. So those are my 3.
How much was Brissett?
Brissett was 73,
73.
and then Stafford 69.
Nice.
But they can win
They-
42 to 17.
I don't think not against
I think they get
Detroit
21.
at home. Detroit's got good defense.
I think they got 21. I
Listen,
think
they're gonna win.
I
So
think
Baltimore.
carry-on scores
Baltimore's
too.
got a better defense than Detroit.
But they covered. But I was right last week. Baltimore covered. You guys, they didn't win by the spread.
Yeah, Baltimore covered.
That's how I feel. I feel like it's gonna
It
be
is a
closer
big
than,
spread.
I feel it's
And
gonna be closer
Vegas
than
does
anything.
know something.
But I think KC wins.
Right, who you got?
I have the same exact quarterbacks as Brian.
Hey.
Really?
I do. Brissett, Danny Dimes, and Stafford.
My man.
Sweep over there. And what do you got over there?
I'm almost with you. I was close to picking Rivers. I do like Phillip Rivers a lot, especially against Miami. But aside from Mahomes and Jones, I took Jackson.
Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, he impressed me last
he's a good
week. I
guy.
mean, those legs, they wouldn't have done anything against the Chiefs if it wasn't for him. Even that last touchdown that he scored, it was all him.
Did you see
Yeah.
those throws he was doing?
They were a little lucky those throws. Some of those
A
little
couple
throws.
of them were.
They were-
Oh, the one that he
lucky.
lofted up in the air, that was a pass interference, first of all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There
It was a
couple.
push
Oh,
off.
the push off. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
I
push
mean,
off.
come
Yeah,
on.
Yeah.
And Andy didn't even have a challenge to
No, he
throw.
did challenge.
No, he didn't have a challenge.
I
on
thought
that
he.
one.
No, he challenged
I
that
watched
one.
that game 3 times already.
He challenged it.
Not that one. I'm telling you, Ed, that Andy has no challenges left. I'm hearing it in my head.
I'm watching Netflix at night. Joe's watching the replay of the
No,
game.
you can't watch the replay because it's only like 20 minutes long, the replay. And you watch every
I
play.
love it, man.
Yeah.
Guy loves the Chiefs. All right, let's get into some running backs. Brian, who you got at running backs?
So I think you got to go Eckler right? 8,100.
Yeah, one more time. I think
just
he proves himself this week.
And hopefully, I mean, if Gordon comes back next week, that's a different story. But you go Eckler for 8,100, and then I kind of like Todd Gurley at 6,800. I think I don't know
Who, the
Rams
guy
are
I put on
playing.
my bench?
Yeah, he's not been doing well at all, but
Not
I
at
mean, he's
all.
still Todd Gurley. It's a cheap price. But you know
How
what?
much was he?
6,800.
Yeah, it's cheap.
And then Kerryon Johnson, 6,500. Like I
You
said,
gotta
there's
take him
gotta,
against the Chiefs.
there's got to be points, right? There's
Yeah.
points that got to be had. Someone's got to have them. So those are my three.
How much is it?
6,500.
Yeah, our run defense is horseshit. Trash cans. Rye, who you got at running backs this week?
I'm going with Eckler for 8,100.
I think we all have Eckler.
Yeah, he's gonna have a big game. You know,
Yeah,
Melvin Gordon's coming back next week. He's got a lot to prove.
And they're playing
and
Miami.
He still wants to keep
They're
that. He
playing
wants that
Miami,
job.
yeah.
He's still fighting for his job.
Facts.
I'm going with Fournette. Who are they playing?
Denver.
Yeah, Denver D. Denver run D is garbage.
Yeah, Fournette's 8,400,
So-
6,400.
He's cheap this
He's
week.
6,400.
6,400.
That's a
Good-
good
it's a
pick.
good pick.
That's
Yeah,
a
it's
really
a
good
good
pick.
And then I'm gonna go with Josh Jacobs on the Raiders playing the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, not the Vikings. They are playing.
You're right.
No, they're playing the Colts. Playing the
Oh,
Colts
yeah,
team.
Indy.
Yeah.
How much is Jacobs?
He's 6,000. I like him this week.
Yeah. He's got to have a game again. He hasn't had a game since the first week.
Yeah,
Chiefs.
he's still proving himself.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a good day.
He's young, too. Pops, who you got over there?
Eckler first. But then again, Eckler's been on my list all year long.
Every game.
Yeah. Henry for 7,000. I think he's been having some really good games, and no matter what, he's still going to get
They're
some
playing
points.
Atlanta, too.
Yeah, playing Atlanta. He'll get at least 15, 20
it's a good-
points.
it's a good pick.
Yeah,
It's a good
he's
pick.
gonna. And then
7 Gs.
as one of my cheaper guys, I really want to go with Darrell Williams. He showed so much that I think Andy is going to give him a shot this week as a sole back to prove himself. Even if he doesn't stay on the team, he's going to say, "Here's your resume, kid.
Right.
You've stayed behind, kept your mouth shut, came out, showed up, and won the game for us last week
He's
when we
cheap.
could have
He's
easily
really
have blown
cheap,
it."
too. He is 55.
Wow.
And if Damian Williams comes back and McCoy gets his full health the following week, Darrell will probably not get a big chance. So, like I said, Andy's going to give him a chance.
Yeah.
And with Detroit, like you said, they got a pretty stout defense. I think he runs through them
Yeah.
and gets his 3, 4, 5 yards when we need it.
Right. Clutch time.
Yeah.
And
like that.
for me this week, for my first running back, I thought I saw. Oh, yeah, I do have the stat here. CMC. He's my number one back this week. 9 Gs if you're going to pay up. He's the Panthers' all-time leading rusher in receiving yards by a running back, 1,650 yards. I think to beat Houston this week, he's going to have a big game. Kyle Allen's still in there. He's got to rely on McCaffrey to have a big game, so he's my first back. Obviously, Eckler, 8,100. You guys know why. And same as Pops over there, I took Derrick Henry this week. I think he's going to have another big week. He's the only thing they got right now. He's got to carry Mariota.
Yep.
Mariota's done carrying Henry, so I think it's
True.
time to start playing Henry a little more. Ryan, who you got at receivers?
All right, so I'm going to go with OBJ against the Ravens. I think he has a good game. He a couple years ago when the Giants were playing the Ravens, he just balled out, and I think it's just something about the Ravens, and it's an AFC North game, so
Yeah,
I think
it's a
that
division game.
it's going to be a lot of throwing.
And he had a game last week. I think he
did.
follows it up.
He had a decent. Not 2 weeks ago, he had a big game.
Oh, yeah, that was 2 weeks ago.
But,
The 2
um,
one-handed catches.
Yeah,
That was 2 weeks ago.
OBJ is going to have a big game.
How much is he?
7,900. I'm going to go with Sterling Shepard against the shitty Washington D.
I thought I had him on my list. I took him off.
He's going to be 6,500. I'm going to stick in that game. I'm going to go with Terry McLaurin
Wow.
for 6,300.
Nice.
Yeah, I like
Cheap.
that
I
pick.
think he puts up a big game against the shitty Giants D, and it's gonna be a good game over there. I think.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I really hope it is. I think I might take that game, but we'll see. Pops, who you got? Receiver.
Receiver, Keenan Allen. What a beast this past week.
Uh-oh. Do we have any breaking news over there?
That's baseball news.
Oh, okay.
Alonzo hit his 51st home run.
Yes.
Wow.
Jesus
Nice.
Christ.
Way to go, kid.
All right, Allen,
Yeah, Keenan Allen. What a monster. Week.
8,100.
And now he's going against Miami. He's just going to showboat this week
Yeah.
against them. He's going to play games with that secondary. If he was wide open last week, this week they won't even want to. I mean, unless they triple team him or whatever, and then but that's not going to happen. Demarcus Robinson has another big game. He wants to show that he belongs more than Mecole. He comes up with grabs that I've
Yeah, that
seen.
was
The
a
touchdown catch was pretty nice.
Yeah,
it was
a
nice.
lot-
That
some
was-
of the other
I know
guys-
you
I don't
guys-
want to touch on,
that.
but
It was nice that
a lot of stuff during the game. And then did you guys see that comeback where he picked it off the ground
Yeah,
when
yeah,
Mahomes
yeah.
just kind of threw it away? He almost had that. I mean, he came back to
He's
that.
good.
He's got abilities.
Yeah.
good.
I mean, he's got Hopkins type abilities.
Yeah, he looks like that
needs to
skinny,
be honed
tall,
a little
yeah.
bit, but yeah. And Marquise Brown.
Hollywood.
Against Cleveland.
I think Jackson starts finding him a little bit more.
He overthrew him a couple times.
Yeah, but I think he goes for the ball. That one catch on the sideline where he almost tiptoed it, impressive.
Yeah.
And that kid's
Yeah, they should go to him more because he wasn't doing
gonna.
anything the whole game, right?
He didn't
No.
do anything.
Towards
He had
the
one
end.
catch,
That
I
was
think.
it.
And then they just started boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
and I think they
yeah.
saw something and they're like,
Snead had a game.
"Wow,
Yeah,
that's
let's keep
opening
going
us
back
up.
there.
Let's keep
Willie
going."
Snead had a couple catches.
Yeah, Willie
I don't
they had
think
nice
I don't
catch.
think Lamar Jackson knows how to play from behind.
Yeah, he
can't-
has to
can't
play.
Well, you
catch
saw
up.
how he was throwing the ball towards the end. He was
Did
running
a hell of
away,
a job, though.
Yeah.
He did a hell of a job. I mean, if it wasn't for, it was a couple of lucky catches, like I said. There was a couple, but hey, football has a lot of luck to it too.
He kept him in.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
I took Keenan Allen as well. You hit on it. I think he has a huge game this week. I also think Julio has a huge game this week.
Yeah.
He's playing Tennessee. I think he just goes off against Tennessee.
He's been solid too.
And my boy, he's been having some big catches. Sammy Watkins. Every game he has a big catch, but he hasn't had a big week since week 1. I think this is the week that it's him again.
Comes back to him. Yeah,
I think it
and
comes
he's
back
got
to him.
Yeah.
He's been coming away. He's been going away from Watkins for the past 2 games. He's gotten like 2-3 nice catches, but I think this is the week Sammy blows up again. He's 6,900. Those are my 3.
But don't forget, Kelsey hasn't blown up yet.
I don't think he's
Maybe
going
his
to yet.
turn.
I think we're waiting until we have to face like a Patriots type team till we exploit Kelsey's new routes and new. I don't think we use any of his routes.
Brian seems to think Detroit has a better defense than the Patriots, or just as
No,
good.
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
think
no,
so.
no.
All right.
Patriots defense is pretty solid.
He's just saying you have to follow game scripts. There is a game script.
Yeah.
They're always, if Vegas is saying 54 points, yes, the Chiefs could score 54 points, but our defense still isn't up to what we think it is.
no.
So it's got to get to 54 somehow. Whether they score 2 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns, Matt Stafford's still going to get a 2 thrown to
Right.
whether you have Matt Stafford or Galladay.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
even Kerryon
Johnson.
Well,
Right.
our defensive scheme is
It's working better than last
It's
year.
working better than last
Yeah,
year.
oh, way better.
It's a
We're just-
definite better scheme. It's what I've always
Our
been used
whole-
to, and I always
But,
love.
but your offense
on the
is just
Chiefs.
you're putting
Our-
points
yeah.
regardless on the board.
So
That's
as
the
long
thing.
as we stop a team one time and we score every drive, we win.
Here's the problem: we score quick. Our defense is tired going out on the field.
possibly it could
They're
possibly be the reason.
rotating guys on the defense too, if you notice.
Yeah.
So you don't have that chance to gel yet. It's only
Well,
3
Mahomes
games that
throws-
they've played together.
Mahomes throws a 40-yard pass
Yeah.
like it's nothing.
Dude,
That's what it is. He's literally flicking
Last
his wrist and
game-
it's going 40 yards, and it's
Yo,
ridiculous.
How
last
can
game,
you-
97 yards, a minute 25
That's what
seconds.
I'm saying.
How can you rest for 3 minutes after being on the field against
Right.
Lamar Jackson?
But
look
for
at
15
chasing
minutes.
him
It's
around.
true. It's true. Well, look at the Hardman touchdown. That right
Yeah.
up the streak up the middle.
One play.
There was one play.
You
Just
see, Ugba
Over.
after he chased Lamar Jackson and
Gassed.
Ugba's,
Yeah.
he's like going,
yeah. That,
and now he's
exactly.
got to go back in there again.
Right.
Of course they're gonna
Yeah.
get past him.
Yep.
You know, I mean, it's
But it's all about game scripts. Anyway, let's
Exactly.
get back into receivers.
So
Brian.
I mean, I'm pretty much the 3 that I have. You guys all said. I have Keenan Allen 8100, and then I went with both of Ryan's. Shepard for 65 and McLaurin. I think that game's going to be back and forth. That's 6300. It's a division game. Hopefully, Danny Dimes can start. Keep it up.
yeah.
And Washington Giants secondary is horrible. So
where did Danny Dimes come from? What's that?
I don't know. He said it, and then I
No.
saw it on thing of Danny Dimes. There it is.
So after one game, he got the nickname of Danny Dimes, and they even asked him about it. He said he doesn't like it because he's only done it one game, and he wants to be able to do it a couple more times. But the fans gave it to him, and it stuck already.
What is
It
Dimes?
was right after
Danny
the
Dimes?
right after the
like throwing dimes.
You're throwing a dime, like boom,
throwing a
like,
dime.
on
you
the
know, like,
dime.
Bing,
Ah,
bing,
old-
bing, bing, bing.
That's old school.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's my era.
I I heard. I
and it
first
went
heard
over
it-
my head.
I first heard it right after the preseason game where he went
Oh,
5
really?
for 5 and a touchdown, and then everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's Danny Dimes!"
And then it died,
Kind of died off for a little bit,
and
then
now it's back.
He was the leader of that preseason. I feel like the whole season he was the only one that was really
was
he was
awesome.
going
He
crazy,
was-
man.
Listen, all in all, I picked him up because, like I said, I did see him in preseason, and I saw it. The kid was pretty
Yeah.
sharp. And before I did that, I looked at some of his college highlights. He's sharp.
Yeah, he's
he
sharp.
really
He's sharp.
is. He shows me a lot. I said, if only he can do it in the pros, this kid's a real deal. And when I watched him and I saw some of the plays from Sunday's game, I'm like, he's real.
Yeah.
He's not somebody that just had a halfway decent game. Even if he winds up having maybe a bad game, but he's another Mahomes type quarterback. Not Deshaun
I fucking
Watson.
hope so, man.
See, like Lamar Jackson, I think is going to be like Deshaun Watson. He'll have a great season,
Right.
a really good season, and then, it's like Mayfield. I mean, it's same thing.
Mayfield, he's droppable at this
Yeah,
point.
Goff. I mean, some of these guys can have great seasons, but can they be Breeze? Can they be Rivers? Can they be Big Ben?
Bless you.
Brady? God bless you.
Thank you.
It takes a lot more
Yep.
to be that.
Yeah. You're up. We got tight ends.
I
What do you
got tight ends. All right,
Yeah,
tight
You
ends.
have a tight end.
I have a tight end. Yeah, not after my
Yeah, all
procedure.
right.
Sorry.
On to the
Anyway, Ingram.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that pick.
I think
like that
there's
pick
a love
lot.
affair there.
Yeah,
There's
he's
definitely a love affair.
clearly he likes it.
You know, Mahomes, Kelsey, Green, Gonzalez.
I feel like tight ends are.
yeah, Ertz and Wentz. Yeah, it's you guys got to have that. Waller.
Darren.
I think Waller is
playing
really
Indy,
solid.
right?
He's just open like a wide receiver. He really, he knows how to play the game. I got to
67.
throw in Kelsey every single week because every single week he will get you points, but that's not an actual choice. I like Olsen. I think that
6,000, right?
Yeah, I just think if what's his name has got a what's
Kyle Allen.
Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen is gonna do anything.
I got the same ones again.
As him?
Really?
Yeah, I got the same tight ends.
Yeah, I just think Olsen
You
is
guys
gonna.
do have similar tight ends. actually.
Yeah,
Ingram. So we'll go Ryan next. So you have Ingram, Waller, and Olsen as well.
Yep.
Wow, that's
That's
nuts.
good.
Same
I
one.
like it.
I got Kelsey. You got to go Kelsey. Like you said, he's gonna get you points every week. Just depends when he's gonna have his huge game. He hasn't had his huge game. We
Yeah.
were just talking about it, but he will. So you got to play him every week. I went Ingram as well. That fucking one-handed catch. That
Oh,
thing
yeah.
was an Odell catch. That thing was.
Yeah.
I posted it on the gram. That shit was nasty.
It was nasty.
And then I think your boy has a bounce back week.
I hope so.
Mark
I hope
Andrews.
so.
I think he was our biggest lockdown. I think that's what Andy Reid went after this
locked him
week.
the
He didn't
down.
have any catches.
Nope.
Not one catch. I think Andy Reid just took him away, but I think he has a huge week against the Browns.
so. Yeah.
It's a conference game, division game.
I don't think Andy took him away. I think that Lamar Jackson didn't look at him.
No, Matthew guarded him. Was a one-on-one with him the
I
whole
don't know.
game.
He could have still hit him. I think after he saw that it was a little bit more difficult of a target, he got away from
And
him.
What's was getting a lot of catches too. Hurst, the
Yeah,
other
he
tight
didn't-
end,
Hurst
was getting.
was
he
there. He
was-
almost
had
he
that
was
touchdown in the
freaking-
back of the
Yeah, he
end
was
zone.
freaking vulturing him the
Yeah.
whole game. It's driving me
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Who you got? Tight
So
ends?
I think this is Kelsey's week. So I pick Kelsey
Yeah.
as my tight end. Yeah, especially this week. Everyone's so cheap. You can go cheap.
Yeah.
I think you
You
pay
can
the money for
up.
Kelsey.
Yeah.
Um,
He's not even that much.
7,600.
Still.
And then I like to go cheap in the tight ends and just try to find like little like
Pieces
here,
guys.
like cheap. So I got Disley for 5,400. He had a good
lot
week
of
last
people
week.
like him.
He gets a touchdown and a couple of catches. He's at like 15, 16 points. You're
He
tripling
makes
your
his
money
money,
right
yeah.
there. So, and then Delaney Walker, 5,700.
Wow.
I don't know, man. Just I think that the only one they have over there is Henry, like you said.
Yeah.
And Walker. Everyone else is just trash. So
But they're still doing it. Mariota's finding a way to really
yeah,
stay in a game at least.
Yeah. So that's my three.
All right, so flex guys. Last week Brian came up with not an idea, but we're gonna try and stay under sub 6K. I don't know if you did that or not.
With two of my guys, but
Closer to
that's
your
fine.
mic.
Sorry, with two of my guys I did, but
It's fine. I went all sub 5, almost sub 5K. My first guy was
Ooh.
Darius Slayton, New York Giants.
Okay.
I like that pick.
Yeah,
cool. I
40,
like this.
4,800.
Wow.
I think he has a
Impressive.
huge week this week. I think Danny finds him a couple times in the end zone.
Nice pick.
Miami, Preston Williams, $5,200. He scored
Wow.
15 points last week on fantasy. And then the last guy, $4,700, Paul Richardson,
Oh, on Washington, right?
22 points last week.
Yeah, he did. We did. That's a good play.
So if you need cheap guys so you can play like a Mahomes, you could play CMC, you could play Keenan Allen and Julio, and then come back to a 47 Paul Richardson.
Yeah,
Can't beat that
that's
play.
fantastic. I like that.
Bri, who you got?
So I went below 6,000 to him on all of them, but I got Philip Dorsett, 5,900. I think that he's been very, very good. Then I got, of course, Gallman back
the
in
Giants, right?
Giants.
I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
All your picks?
Right? And then I saw this one, and I don't know why he's so cheap, but Calvin Ridley's only 5,800. I know he hasn't done shit, but you know what?
How much was he?
5,800.
And how much is Gallman?
5,800.
Sheesh.
So, I mean, you have those three guys on your team. If they go off and you're in a tournament, you're going to definitely win a lot of money.
Exactly.
So, yeah, those are my three.
Right.
I'm gonna go with.
He's changing his picks.
Change it up.
No, I'm keeping him. I gotta keep him. I'm going with Gallman. I'm going with Dorsett. But for some reason, Emmanuel Sanders is $5,500
Wow.
this week.
They're playing Houston.
Doesn't make
That's
any
the only
sense.
reason. How much is he?
55.
55 for me.
So he's my third.
I like that.
I like that pick too. Even though I don't. Maybe he's the only one to score. That's it. But and lastly, Pops, who you got?
I have Gus the Bus for 5,300.
Gus Edwards.
Not bad.
He showed a lot of power and speed. I know it's against the Chiefs. Their running defense, the rush defense is suspect,
Right.
but
He used the word
he
suspect.
he was stopped, and he still bowled through for something.
Yeah.
And I think Ingram needs a break from time to time.
Yeah.
It's going to be Gus
And he's-
Edwards, not Justice.
Nah, he's last. he's still a rookie.
Yeah. So I think Gus Edwards comes back a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I rode him like a cheap mule last year, and he got me some points in both leagues.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I really like him. Carlos Hyde,
Oh, wow.
I think takes
he was
over the
on my
job
list.
completely.
He was on my list too. I'm mad the Chiefs dropped him.
Yeah.
How much is he?
59.
59.
I had Mac at 7,300. I think he's going to have a big game. But I did pick up Gallman instead. And you guys were talking about him, and I saw him in here too.
Yeah.
And you know what? I realized how cheap he really was. And for that price, you got to go Gallman. But I just want to give you a little. I picked up Pollard from Dallas, and I picked up Dorsett from New England because they were out there.
Right.
And with Antonio Brown gone, I think Dorsett starts to make a little bit more, peek his head a little bit more.
So this morning I was going through more waivers to see what picks I got and who I need to pick up to fill, and I was this close to dropping Antonio Brown. And I was like, I'm going to wait a little bit, wait till the pod tonight, see what happens. Not 5 minutes later, Antonio Brown
I
released
read
something that
that.
he's trying
He
to
wants
come
to come
back
back.
again.
I did
So
read that.
now, do I stash him?
If you can, why not? Who cares? Like,
He's
you
a
know,
fucking
You have the
clown,
room.
but he's a fucking good receiver.
He is. He's great.
He's a clown, but
He's a
he
fucking
gets
clown.
points. He produces points. One game with the Patriots, 18 points, whatever he gets.
Right.
So do I keep him? If I can, stash him?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you have like an 8-person bench or something.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not. Yeah, why not?
You know, I mean, he's not going to obviously go back to the Raiders. He's not going to go to a team like
But
the
teams
Patriots.
are interested.
But those are the teams that would take the shot. The Raiders would take the bad boys.
Yeah.
New
always.
England would take the bad boys and change them over.
Like Josh
Like
Gordon.
Josh Gordon.
Josh
They
Gordon,
still
yeah.
keep.
I
Still
mean,
bring
they've
back.
done that
It's
with
so
plenty
true.
of receivers in the past. I mean, it's just the
Randy
Patriots'
Moss.
way. Yeah, Randy Moss. But though with those teams out of it, I'm wondering who would take a chance on him. Would the Steelers bring him back?
No.
No.
No
Absolutely.
way. That's,
Not after that
that'd
whole
be
thing.
terrible.
How about
He-
Dallas? That's another.
They got him. They don't need him.
They don't need him. They
Would
count
the
it.
Giants?
I would love that.
He's so
Would the
cool.
Giants
That'd
take
be
a
so
shot? Because who do they really have besides Shepard? The receivers
The
are
Giants
not.
wouldn't do
cool.
that.
They're a classy organization.
Yeah, they are.
They
yeah,
are
they really
classy.
are. They don't fuck around with that shit. They
And it's New York.
Have the Plexico
What about-
Burris?
What
the
no,
gunshot?
he can't come to us.
No, the
they
Chiefs,
got rid
no,
of
you don't.
Burris.
Chiefs got everything that they
They don't
have. They
need
don't
him.
need.
I want Jalen Ramsey. So bad.
He left.
He
He
left
the team for
because
his
his wife's having a kid.
Having a kid or some
So.
shit.
But I could see a team like the Cardinals taking a chance on him, though.
Well,
I can't picture him in a Cardinals jersey though.
me neither.
No,
What-
he's gonna
what
go
about
to
the
a team.
Jets with
he has to
Le'Veon
go-
Bell?
He has to
That I
go to a
could see.
team.
I could see him going to the Jets.
He has to go to a team that's
Wow.
going to win. He's not going to sign
Yeah.
anywhere that's not going to
But
win.
the
You
Ravens,
don't think
but the
he'll link
Ravens.
up with
Exactly.
Le'Veon?
That's
Anderson
what I'm
and Brown.
Anderson, Brown, and Le'Veon,
Le'Veon
Bell?
Bell.
It won't happen.
Why?
He doesn't. He's going to cause a problem. anywhere that's not going to
Yeah,
win.
it's so true. He's going to like the
Yeah.
Dolphins.
What about
He'll
the
kill
Eagles?
somebody.
The Philadelphia people, Philadelphia
do.
fans are. Excuse me, you're scumbags.
Scumbag.
The team is a class
Politely-
organization.
politely scumbags.
Like the players. I mean, you can't go to a Philadelphia game unless you're wearing an Eagles jersey. So
Yeah. That's true. It's fine.
I could see him going somewhere like Seattle.
Really?
I could just see it. I don't
With
know
what's his
why.
name? What's
with
his-
Russell Wilson, I think.
No, the coach.
Oh,
Pete
Pete Carroll.
Carroll?
Pete
Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll's like a cool dude,
Yeah,
though.
but Russell Wilson's too
What
nice.
about the 49ers?
No, he's already got beef with Jerry Rice,
No,
Yeah.
does he?
and Jerry Rice
No.
practically runs that fucking
Yeah.
team.
No, he does.
The
run
Dirty
team.
Birds, Julio Jones, and
Nah, I don't think so.
That would be
Around,
so
no.
That'd be
fucking
pretty
stupid.
dope.
Yeah.
I don't
how
know,
about
man.
the Texans?
It said a couple teams.
Watkins and Brown,
I don't know.
And D Hop.
It's hard.
Fuller Veal carry their jock straps.
Fuller V, this guy. Fuller V. Let's get into defense. Right, you want to go first so no one can take the defense?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I'll go with the Vikings against the Bears.
Ooh, I like
The
that.
Bears, because Mitch Trubisky sucks.
Politely?
4,000.
Politely.
No.
No, bluntly.
The most impolite way possible.
Oh, 4 Gs.
I'm going with the Ravens D
I like that pick too.
versus
Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland. And then I'm going to go with the Jags D against the Broncos, who also
that.
suck.
How much are Baltimore?
Baltimore is 42 and the Jags are 47.
42, 47. Pop, what do you got over there?
I've got the Giants.
Against.
Oh, all right.
You know why?
Why?
You know
Not
why?
bad, not bad.
Because
Dwayne
the teams,
Haskins
the
is going to
teams,
throw the ball this week.
the teams that have played against the Redskins have scored points.
This is true.
They throw picks. They get sacked. Even if Washington
only
scored
3,800.
points, I mean, they just with Trubisky, the defense was still able to, keep the game
Yeah.
alive for
2
them. So,
touchdowns.
I mean, it was and like I said, I think the Giants, they showed me a lot the second half.
They
They were
did.
down. They lost that game.
Yeah.
And Jones put him on his back, and they bought into him. They believed in him and said, "Oh shit, if this kid can come in and do it, we gotta show him that we're there for him." And I think the Giants make a big turnaround right
Who's your
now.
second team?
Chiefs.
Hey,
Really?
why not? They're cheap as hell.
Um,
sure.
yeah.
Cheap. They
they're-
are
yeah, cheap.
35.
And you know what? All in all, against
We haven't had our pick 6 yet.
yeah, and against the Ravens, the defense was awesome. The
Yeah, but
touchdowns they gave up, the stuff that they gave up.
I agree with that.
Really
I
should
I
not.
agree with that.
Yeah, it was given up, and it was like but otherwise, Tennessee,
Really?
yeah,
Who are they playing?
Atlanta,
Against Atlanta?
yeah.
I like that.
Tennessee's been tough. They've been scoring
They have
points
been
every
tough.
They
week.
got- they have a very good
They
have
got
tough
picks. They got a
Matty
lot of
Ice hasn't been
sacks.
doing that much
Matty
either.
Ice
I think they got
sucks.
9 sacks already.
And honestly,
Tennessee.
I used to the stat of Matty Ice. I think he threw more interceptions already than he did
Yeah.
all year last year. I
Yeah.
think he has like
He's
9
forcing
or
it.
something.
And he's cheap,
Yeah, he
35.
throws a lot
He's
of picks.
good,
well.
but he
Is.
forces it.
He forces it. A lot of picks. A
Yeah.
lot of picks. So that's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
If you play your low guys in the flex, I think you can go up ahead and pay for the Chargers defense, 5,300. Obvious play if you can afford them. I went the Colts, 4,200 against the Raiders. I just think he's going to throw at least one pick, Derek Carr, at least. And then the Chicago defense, Mack was fucking nasty last week. I think he comes back, has another forced fumble, scoop and score, something over there. So, but they're 4,700. And last, Brian.
Really, I
So-
benched my Chicago defense in my league.
I went with you too. I did the Chargers also. You gotta pay up
You
for
have to,
pay
yeah.
play anybody against Miami for that price, even though it's expensive.
Very.
Colts also 4,200, and then I picked like Ryan Jags 4,700.
Yeah, I don't know why I skipped Jags.
Yeah, the
I
defense
picked them
is-
up. I picked them up in the other league
Yeah,
because there wasn't anybody
I
else
I feel like they
available.
would.
I benched Chicago
a
and
lot
I
of
picked them
people
up.
dropped the Jags in a lot of leagues. I picked up the Ravens in one league. I picked up the Jags
Yeah.
in one league.
Yeah.
So
I dropped the Cowboys in that league, and
Right.
every week
I
I,
didn't get
I
any
picked somebody
defense.
different.
You better off
Yeah.
streaming. You
Stream
better off streaming
defense is the way
defenses.
to
The
go.
way to
Yeah,
go, bro.
I
yeah.
tried to stream this week, but every defense I picked up was taken.
Yeah,
So I'm just
yeah.
keeping the Chiefs in. Hopefully they have their
Right,
pick 6
right.
this week. But defense is hit or miss on any team.
And
Any
Miko
team
could
should-
still have a return.
You never know. Exactly. No, Doesn't he just get the points now, or does special teams get the points?
No, special teams
Special
and
teams
him.
And him,
Yeah.
really?
Depends on the league, but I think ours is
I think
player
your
gets
league
Ours
is
gets it too.
Dope. All right, guys, I'll post this on the IG for you so you can, if you need any help picking guys for your FanDuel teams. This is FanDuel half point PPR. Yeah, let's get into my favorite part, Pickems. Who wants to go first?
Pick 'em. I'll go first.
Yeah, hold on. First game, Thursday night game, 8:20, Eagles versus Packers.
Yeah.
With a 46 total and a -4 spread for the Packers.
So I'm hoping this game is a good game. I don't know. I don't really like it as far as who I'm picking, but I'm gonna go Packers at home. I think they'll win by a touchdown, and I think it's gonna go over.
Yeah.
That's my pick.
Right, who you got?
I'm going to go with the Packers, 24-14.
I'm shocked. You never go against the Eagles.
Yeah, they just fucking
They're scumbags.
they suck.
They're not killing it like they should
They're
be.
not.
They should be a lot better.
I agree.
Like before the season, they were the team. They were the
Yeah.
high powered offense that everyone
Yeah.
thought they were supposed to be, but they're not. And I think Aaron Rodgers has a better game than he's been having. So I'm gonna go Packers and the under.
Yep, 38. Pop, who you got?
All right. I've got the Packers over the Eagles and the over.
Across the board, I got Packers as well, 28-21. Hits the over, and then we have our contrarian, Selena, took Philly.
All right.
She'll
Damn, the
prob-
Philly's going to win.
Yep, whoever Selena picks wins. All right, next game, Washington.
No, I picked the Packers. That's why the Philly's going to win.
Oh, because you're the bad luck over there. First Sunday game, 1:00. Washington going into MetLife, 49 total, 3 spread to the Giants.
I'm going with the Giants. I have to go with the Giants. I'm gonna go 31-23.
New York Giants.
Danny Jones has
What
another
was it?
nice day.
31-23,
31-23.
and the over.
Going over.
Way
with
over. Pop, who you got? Giants.
Giants. I've never rooted for the Giants in my life. I like this kid. I really do. And I hate the fact that Barkley's not there because I really like Saquon, but it gives Jones a chance to really prove himself.
And not have to rely.
Right, because Barkley's gonna shine. If
Yeah,
he's there, right?
and the plays are going to be his plays,
Right.
devised for
Right,
him.
right.
Not let's let Saquon carry us and
Correct.
just let the kid do a
Yeah.
little bit. Because once Saquon went out, I think that's when he really
Opened up.
he
He had to carry the
had
team.
no choice.
Over, under.
Over. Yeah, and I think they score most of those points again.
That'd be nice.
I like that.
I know you do.
I took the Giants as well. I think 28-24. 28-14, sorry. Giants win it, and it goes under.
Not bad.
How about you?
I took the Giants also. Yeah,
that was coming.
ride the hot hand.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna go over only because the Giants secondary is not that good. So Giants in the over for me.
Cool. On to my favorite game, Pops. Kansas City going into Detroit. 54 total, always in the 50s. And the Detroit is the underdog, 6.5 points.
Well, I just think that Matt Stafford goes down easier than a $3 whore. And the fact that he can't get out of the pocket and the Chiefs collapse the pocket. Lamar Jackson did not stay in the pocket once last week.
True.
The long arms of Ogba, Jones, and
Sack Nation.
I keep forgetting their name. The O brothers there. I mean, it's just those guys are going to crush the pocket, and Stafford's got nowhere to go.
Derek Noddy,
Naughty.
all of them. Over, under,
Over.
of course, right? I took Kansas City as well. It's 54. I think it still goes over. To get to 54 points, the other team's going to have to score. I think it's 35-21. Mahomes has 4 of those touchdowns, and we'll give 1 to Darrell Williams, I think. Over.
Nice.
Brian.
So I call this game the leg up because I always get the leg up against the Chiefs because you guys always pick the Chiefs. I still think, like I said last week, the Chiefs will win, but not by a touchdown. I think they win it by maybe a field goal, 4 points, something like that. So I'm going to take the Lions for the spread because they get the 6.5. So I do think the Chiefs are going to win. I'm taking the Lions and the over.
Over. Cool. And last, Rye.
This is where Brian loses to the rest of us. The Chiefs 40, Lions 28. It's going
Jeez,
over.
way over 40,
Yeah.
68 points. I actually like that. I really do like that. Next game, moving right along. Tennessee going into Atlanta. 45 total, and the spread's -4 for the Falcons. I think Tennessee covers the spread. I have Atlanta winning 27-24, so that would
Be it by three.
give
Yeah.
Tennessee the spread. But now I'm thinking, I don't think Atlanta's scoring 27 points. I think they score 17 points, and Tennessee just wins it outright,
So they
24-17.
pull the upset.
And then it's under then, right? 24-17.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I like that better. 24-17 and the under, going Tennessee. Bri, who you got?
So you always gotta. I feel like you always gotta go with Matt Ryan at home, even though he just, like Big Joe said, just keeps chucking the ball all day. And the Tennessee does have a good defense. I think they squeak it out. They cover Falcons, but it's gonna go under. So Falcons and the under in this game.
Falcons and the under.
The Falcons are gonna win.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going under.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan.
I'm with you guys. I think the Titans cover the spread. It's going to be 21-20. Falcons win. It's going to go under.
Yep, by 4.
But
So you're with
Titans
me.
covered.
All right, you're with me.
Titans
Titans
covered.
covering. And last Pops, who you got?
I picked the Titans as well. I'd like to say they win outright in Atlanta. I really do like the Titans. I do like their brand of football, how they
Yeah.
play, and I realize that they don't really rely on Mariota a lot. They utilize different ways to win, and the defense is one of the things they do utilize, and that's been there for years now. That
Yeah.
defense, and it hasn't changed. So
Over, under?
it's going to be under though,
Under.
but it's going to be a very very low scoring tight game. I think.
I forgot to tell you guys, Selena took the Giants, she took the Chiefs, and she just took Tennessee as well. So she's with us.
Nice.
Next game, we got Brian, you're up again. We got the Browns going into Baltimore.
So Baker Mayfield hasn't played well at all.
At all.
And now he's going into Baltimore. I don't see it being
Division
this game.
game.
So I'm going Ravens, and I'm going under. They'll win maybe by 14 points. Who knows?
Yeah.
But they're gonna win under. Ravens and under.
Cool. Right.
I'm going to go Ravens 24, Browns 21. Browns cover the spread. Division game, the Ravens are giving 7. I think it'll be a tight game. I'm going to go, Browns in the under.
Nice.
Right under by half a point.
Yes.
Pop, who you got over there?
Tempers are gonna flare. Odell's not gonna be happy.
He's going to throw a hissy fit. He's going to kiss the soccer net.
Yeah, and Mayfield's gonna get razzled by it and frazzled, whatever, and it's not gonna be a good game for him. And the Ravens D showed me a lot last week, even against the Chiefs, that
Right.
they held him a bunch of times.
Yeah.
You just don't hold an offense like that, and they did a decent job with it. And that's how I like to gauge when I look at games like this. So the Ravens just came off a big high that they almost pulled off an upset in Kansas City.
Yeah.
They're taking it out on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately it's the Browns. And the Browns go 0-4, right? They'll be here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Chubb is the only one that'll do anything,
They're
but
one in-
they're
but-
going to have to stop using him.
Look, against the spread, Baltimore's 2-1, and then Browns are 1-2 against the spread.
Wow.
Wait, no, the Browns are 1-2.
No,
They
they
beat-
won.
they beat the Jets.
They beat the Jets. That
Oh,
was
yeah, I
week
forgot
one.
about
Oh, that's
Monday
right.
Monday night, yeah. No, week
Oh,
2.
no, week 2.
Week two.
Week 2.
I forgot about that.
Barely, too,
You said
right?
under or over? 45.5? Under?
Under, yeah.
They went 20-3, Brian. For
Oh,
fuck's
my bad. Well, it took forever to get there, I feel like.
I'm taking Baltimore as well. I think Baker will throw one to Odell. I think Chubb will run one in. They'll get another touchdown. I think it'll be Baltimore 30-20. No, over.
Nice.
Bruh. You started that one?
Yeah.
My bad. Right. All right. One of the most difficult games that I had to pick. So I didn't pick yet. So I'm gonna wait to hear what you guys have to
Okay.
say. Raiders going into the Colts. 6.5 for Indy. Right. Who you got?
I'm going Colts all the way here. I'm going to go 31-16 Colts. Wow. It's going over, and they're
point, nice.
definitely covering that spread.
31-16.
Jacoby Brissett looks
He
awesome.
does.
Awesome.
Yeah. Brian, who you got? Pop, who you got? Sorry.
Well, I think most of the Raiders organization already moved to Las Vegas from the way it looks. Because you know what? They have weapons. They have some talent on that team. And they've become horrendous.
Yeah.
I think Gruden forgot how to coach. He's a
And
better
they just
analyst.
signed him to 10 fucking years.
Yeah, he's a better analyst than he is a coach. He's got to go. Him and his brother should get together. Maybe, Oh, no, they both suck. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, so the Colts, Jacoby Brissett does look great. And it's going to be under, though. But I think Mac has a good game.
They're brothers? Jay
Yeah.
Gruden and John?
You didn't know
I
that?
thought, I thought that Jay Gruden was the son.
Nope.
No.
Oh no.
No, brothers.
Jay
All right.
is the older brother, actually, I believe.
Really?
I'm
Yeah, I
not
believe
sure.
so.
I'll
They
look
both
it up.
fucking suck.
They do both suck. Brian, I want to hear what you got first. Go
So,
ahead.
Colts probably one of the most underrated teams in the NFL. They have really good defense. I don't like the Raiders at all this week, so I'm going to go with the Colts also, and it's going to go under. So Colts and the under. So we all pick the Colts.
Yeah, so
Don't-
I'm going.
Don't try to leg up us, all right?
No, I'm going Indy as well. I had Indy in my phone. Look, I'll show you real quick. So I write down the spreads of every game and a couple different. I have Indy winning 26-17, so we'll take Indy in the under.
Yeah, man.
43 points, so yeah, just under. And Selena took Cleveland last game and took Indy as well this game. Moving along, who's up? Pops. Patriots going into Buffalo. Buffalo's getting 7 points.
I'm hoping I lose this game because I'm taking the Patriots.
Yeah.
And I really want to see the Bills pull this one out. I like the Bills a lot. Pretty stern defense.
I just don't think you could take them yet against New
Yeah,
England.
yeah, but it's at home. I don't know. Like I said, I think the Patriots do cover the 7. It's going to go over. But, yeah, like I said, I'd like to see the Bills pull this one out.
I have a little stat. I don't remember the exact stat, but every time New England plays Buffalo, I think it's the last 9 games, they've gone under. Every time. So I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think it's going to be 24-14. New England's still going to win it, but it's going to go under. It's going to stay under. Brian, who you
Yeah,
got?
so I really do like Buffalo's defense, especially at home. But I think the Patriots' defense this year is probably the best they had in a while.
Yeah.
And it screams that you want to take Buffalo because you're getting 7, but I didn't. I'm going to go with the Patriots and the under also. So I'm going to take the Pats and the under.
Cool. And last, Rye, who you got?
Patriots 33, Bills 14. They blow them out.
And the over.
Yeah, it's going over.
I don't know. I just can't. I don't know. I hope it's a defensive game because I bet on it. I took the over in the Seattle game and the under in this game. But we'll get there. Who did you go yet? Did you
I
pick?
went first,
You went
yeah.
first. So what are we on the next game?
Yep.
We got Carolina going into Houston. Houston -4. I think Carolina wins the game, but I think Houston covers the spread. I think with the new quarterback in and CMC, what? What are you looking at me like that for?
The Texans are giving 4.
Yeah, they give them 4.
Yeah.
So if Carolina wins, you win.
Oh yeah. All right, my bad. So I'll take Carolina. Carolina, sorry, he's going. I think Houston will win, but Carolina will cover the spread. I had that written backwards. Sorry.
Oh, I got you.
I
Right,
had it
yeah,
written
yeah,
backwards.
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, Carolina covering the spread
Got it.
and the over. Brian.
I took the Panthers too. Allen looked pretty good. Texans, I thought they looked better in the beginning, but they're not really doing what I thought they would do. So I'm going to take the Panthers and the under in this game.
Right, who you got?
I'm going with Texans.
Hey.
At home,
Winning it or covering or
winning and covering. 28-21, Texans win.
28?
It's going over. I think Hopkins hasn't had a good game
He
since
hasn't,
week
no.
1.
He
I mean,
hasn't.
he's going to get the ball this week. He's going to get
They
it.
have to force it.
He's got to get the ball. They're going to
But
win.
teams are double teaming him.
I don't know if the Panthers D is good enough to really fucking stop him.
Yeah.
And Carlos Hyde has been running like crazy, so I don't know.
He really has been.
I think the Texans win.
You took my line, Carlos Hyde.
Pops, go ahead. Who you got?
Yeah, the Texans and Carlos Hyde. I think he had his feelings hurt when the Chiefs let him go because he's playing different. He really, really is. He's playing like he was playing when he was
college.
with San Francisco, honestly, and he was really good with Frisco. like I said, he showed a lot of motivation for the team. I think that gives Watson a little bit more time to get the ball out there. And, I mean, Fuller has shown that he still has what it takes. He's, he's gotten some targets. And Watkins has yet to have a big game since week 1.
Yeah.
They're home.
Under, over?
It's over. It's going to go over.
Yeah.
Because I think McCaffrey is going to have a decent-sized game regardless. He's unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, moving along. Love it. Chargers going into Miami.
It's me, right?
Yep, you're up.
So I'm gonna take the Chargers. I'm gonna take the Chargers. It's gonna go over. I think it'll be a pretty not that high of a game, but they'll blow them out. It's maybe like 30-something 10,
Yeah.
35-10, something like that. So yeah, Chargers and the over.
Right, who you got?
I'm taking the Dolphins. Josh Rosen has resurrected this team.
Yep.
They're going to put up 17 points. It's going to be 28-17. They cover the 16 points that they're. Yeah, it's going to be 28-17.
That's
going
over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
Bob, who you got?
I'm with Ryan on this one. I'm not sure of the score, but I'll take the 16 points and the Dolphins. I did it the 1 week, and then I didn't do it against Dallas.
Yeah.
And like I said, I just feel that, yeah. The
Wow,
Chargers.
look at that stat.
the
I'm sorry.
Chargers-
Look at that.
Yeah, they're
Both
both
team 0-3 against the
0-3
spread.
against the spread.
Yeah, I don't think the Chargers can cover the 16.
Yeah.
That means it's going to be a wash this week.
Right? It's a tie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
That's actually not a bad. It's valid. Either end.
There was something I'm not gonna be able to find who posted it, but there was a stat about the 3 or 4 different teams that are undefeated right now, and it's gonna piss me off. Is this it? Yes. All right. So New England is 3-0 versus 3 teams that are 0-9 together. So New England's 3-0 against Pittsburgh, the Dolphins, and the Jets.
Wow.
And Dallas is 3-0 against opponents who are 1-8. Giants, Washington, and the Dolphins. So do you think they're really top caliber teams, or are they just playing really shit teams?
Well, Patriots always have like an easy
The
schedule. I
Patriots
feel
are
like.
a top caliber team, but I don't think the Cowboys are.
They're just playing bad teams
They've
right now.
they've
Cowboys
played
are playing
literally
well, though.
the 3 worst
True.
defenses in the
It's
NFL.
true.
However,
Now they're playing
Still
normal.
football,
However,
though.
it's
Still
still
gonna play.
football. They're still professionals.
Right,
Anything can
exactly,
happen.
exactly.
And the shit teams are the ones you got to be
Exactly.
careful
Yeah.
from.
Any given
So,
Sunday.
you know what?
I
I
agree.
I can agree and I can disagree.
I'm with you.
Have the Chiefs had a tougher schedule than the Patriots? Yeah, absolutely.
But we always do.
I don't know how New England would fare against Baltimore.
Right.
Can
Right.
they handle the way Lamar Jackson runs around? Because that's
Yeah.
totally, like I told Joey, that's a completely different brand of football.
Yep.
That's schoolyard. You can't. You can't
can't teach
defend
that.
it. You
You
can't
can't
defend
teach it.
against. Yeah, you
Yep.
can't defend against schoolyard
It's
because
been
there's no.
year after year after year, and the Patriots always win. They're not going to. There's no sign of them slowing down.
We'll see at the end of the season.
No
Anyway,
sign.
I got Miami as well. Like Ryan says, Josh Rosen has resurrected. They score a whopping 14 points. Los Angeles only scores 24, so they cover the 16. Tampa Bay next game going into Rams. Rams -10. Ryan, who's up? Ryan.
Ryan.
Right.
Who you got? Rams or Tampa Bay?
I'm going with the Rams. I think
They
they cover. It's going to be 31.
They've been playing like dog shit though.
31-17.
31-17.
31-17, yeah.
That's way over, right? Or no, that's under.
Yeah, under.
By 1 point. Pops, who you got?
Bucks.
Wow.
The Rams are terrible. I'll take the 10
Wow.
points all day long. The Bucks, their defense isn't bad at all.
Yeah.
And the Rams, there doesn't need to be a defense on the field for them to do horse shit. You got 3 of the best receivers in the league. You've got who was supposedly the greatest running back in the league. All right? How can you not hit them? It's got to be the line.
Yeah.
They're not giving him the time to think. They're not giving him the time to find the receivers. He's chucking it. They're not creating the holes for Gurley.
Yeah. Gurley's not running.
They're
like
not
himself
scoring
right now.
enough. I mean, they are a team who last year stood toe to toe with the Chiefs and beat them. What did they put up? Almost 100 points in that game?
They did.
They did.
106
106
points.
points. How are you playing that?
We're talking about the 3-0 Rams, right?
Yeah. So I'm waiting to go. I'm waiting to talk.
They're
I'm
not
still waiting.
playing well, though. They're not playing well
Who'd they
enough
play?
to give 10 points to the Bucks.
Who'd they play week 1?
I'm not saying
They
they're
play
going to lose.
Carolina.
I'll say they're 4-0.
Carolina.
In Carolina.
In Carolina. Then they played
The Saints.
The Saints,
Saints.
in
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
No.
No,
That
at
was
home.
home.
At
That was
home.
home.
Okay.
And
The
then they
last
just-
game was away
And they just played Cleveland,
in Cleveland,
and they barely won,
but they covered.
but they covered. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't see.
Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday.
I got the Rams as well. It's going to go over. I think they just cover the spread, 31-20. I want to hear what you got to say.
So I was waiting for that to pop up because I feel like they
2-0,
cover,
yeah.
and I know it was a tie. So I love when they're away for some reason. I feel like they cover, but bro, the Bucks are not a good football team, are they? The Giants just beat them, and they were putting up points like crazy.
Who'd
You
they
don't-
play?
They played the Giants last
They played
week.
Carolina in week 2.
Right. So you don't think that I don't think Goff's amazing, but
He's a
Cooper
system player.
Kupp is a freaking beast.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
But
Woods
why is he not
hasn't
hitting
done
them more?
No, I get it. Cooper Kupp went off last week.
Yeah, he had
30
2
something
touchdowns.
points.
3
Yeah,
touchdowns.
He's the
30
Wes
points.
Welker of
Hat-trick.
2019, bro. The guy's a
Hat-trick.
fucking stud. So
And Brandon Cooks is way too overrated,
and
by the
he
way.
is overrated, but
Yeah.
he did do good. He did decent last week. Woods has not done anything. So I don't think Goff is top caliber at all. But I don't think that the Bucks
Sean
are good.
McVay is way too good of a coach to
Agree.
lose to the fucking.
Yeah, he's
to
a
the
good.
Bucks.
I do.
I
like
understand
McVay.
given the 10 points. That's
Yeah.
reasonable.
Yeah.
That's a big spread.
It is.
It is a big spread.
But
is.
I think that they
Yeah.
win by a
They
little.
haven't
They're gonna
shown me
cover.
enough yet.
Who
Maybe
did you,
because
did you take the over or the under?
I took the under.
Under. And Bri, you
So
took the Rams.
I'm taking the Rams and the over. I
and
think
the
it's going to
over.
go over because
Yeah.
it's going to go over.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope so. I mean, I
Yeah.
benched Gurley, but I might change my mind by game time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
I benched
that's a good
Goff.
bench though. He hasn't done
I
shit.
benched Goff. I may change my
So-
mind. I mean, I don't know. The only one that I kept in was Cooks.
Yeah, you have to play Cooks. How can you not?
Yeah. Pops, you're up. Next game, we got Seattle going into Arizona. Arizona's getting 5 points.
I like Kirk.
I know
Me
you
too.
do.
Me too.
like
I love
Kirk.
him. I love
He's
him.
doing a nice job.
Great.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
agree.
And what's his name? Quarterback.
Kyler
Murray.
Murray.
Me too.
Yeah, Kyle Murray is doing a nice job over there. Seahawks, hey, it's Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's-
that guy can put up points.
Agreed.
It's always a bad pick. I would always stay away from any time Seattle's playing. You never know.
Yeah,
Very, very
They're
true.
giving 5. That's nothing.
Yeah.
That's less than a touchdown.
I know.
Come on.
I know.
But I like the Cardinals getting the 5. It's going to go under 48. And, yeah. I mean, I got nothing else to say
You
except
took
for
the Cardinals,
we still got Larry Fitz over there.
Guy's
Arizona, and the under. I'm going contrarian. I'm going Seattle.
Wow.
Listen, Russell Wilson's Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson. I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game for Seattle. I think it's going to be 31-14, and it's going to go under.
great. Nice. I'm with you, man. I like the Cardinals too. I really like them a lot. Even if they lose, and I don't care. I still like them. I like the team. I'm gonna take the 5 points, and I think it's gonna go over because Russell Wilson has been fucking killing it.
Yeah.
So Cardinals and the over for me.
What about you over there?
This is where Russell Wilson teaches his fellow sub 6 foot quarterback a lesson. 34-20 Seahawks win.
Mm-hmm.
It's going over.
You're with me over there. 34-20 in the over. Seattle. Backtrack a little. Forgot to tell you. Selena took Carolina. She took the Chargers over Miami. She took the Rams. She took Arizona as well. She's with Brian and Pops over there. Next game, we are... What time are these games at? We're on the 4 o'clock games now. Last game was the first one. We got Minnesota going into Chicago. 4:25 game. Spread is 2. I'm up. I got Chicago. I think their defense wins them this game. I think they have a pick six, a fumble recovery, and good field position. Montgomery runs one in. I think Chicago just covers 23-20
Wow.
over.
So I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna take the Vikings in Chicago. I'm gonna take the Vikings. I love Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins hasn't been doing anything. Diggs not really doing much, but
Thielen either.
Thielen, he
Finally.
last week. But I don't think the Bears' offense is that good, but their defense is fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Vikings. And
Gabriel,
I think
3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns,
last week.
I know.
Hat trick. But he's
Vikings
not in
on
this
the
week.
under. Yeah, he's
Concussion.
not in.
Concussion.
Yeah, Vikings and under for me.
Vikings and under. Ryan, who you got?
I'm going with Bry here. It's going to be 17-10 Vikings.
Wow.
It's going way under.
Well, yeah, by 11.5. And you over there?
I'm
Pop.
taking the Vikings, but I'm going to go over for some reason. I got a strange feeling about it.
So this is my leg up right
Now you
here.
got-
My
it's nice
leg
you got a
up.
little leg up there.
Yeah, you got the Bears.
But you leg up, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Bears D is great, but like I said, I bench him this week. I just got this, feeling with Dalvin Cook and Thielen and Diggs haven't done much. They're due.
They're due.
Everybody has their dues. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not. It's script. You know that. You said that yourself.
It always is. Selena took Chicago as well, so even if I have my leg up, she's right there to take it. Next game, we got another 4:25 game. Jaguars going into Denver. Brian.
I'm going to go another upset. I'm taking the Jags. Fuck it. I don't like the Broncos. I mean,
Yeah.
Lindsey had a good game last
They
week,
haven't
but I'm
shown
going to
shit.
go with the Jags, and I'm going to take the under in this game. Jags and under for me.
Rye.
Right with you, Rye. Gardner Minshew.
Mr. Porn Star.
Yes, he's going to have a nice day.
He's
It's
so
going to be
sexy.
Look at that.
Look at that.
It's going to be 25-16.
25-16.
Jags win it.
They'd love him in Chicago. He's the second coming of Jim McMahon. Oh, you guys remember that name?
No.
He's got to wear his
No?
sunglasses though.
You
Yeah.
remember Jim
course I
McMahon?
do.
Look at that.
The youngest
What,
one.
what was that? The Bears shuffle?
Embarrassed.
What was that?
Yeah,
The-
embarrassed.
I watched his 30 for 30.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
what
nice,
was the
nice.
video that they had? Anybody know it? The Bears video that they had? Dancing? Oh, you got look it up when you get a chance. YouTube it.
Well, what is it called?
It was a Bears video back in the 80s, I guess it was.
It was the
Jim
85
McMahon.
Bears.
85 Bears, that's right.
85 Bears video. I don't see any. Is it like a cartoon bear?
No, it's an actual video of them doing a dance and a song and everything.
Oh, the Super Bowl Shuffle.
That's what it was.
We'll look it up later.
Yeah.
Who''s up? So who'd you
Right.
take?
Oh, you-
Jacksonville. Oh, you didn't go yet.
Yeah, I'm
He-
taking Jacksonville too. Anyway,
Jacksonville and
Jacksonville over the Broncos.
And the under.
The over.
Over.
Over. Yeah, the Jags are. They got some weapons, I think.
The
And
boy's been killing it. You've been talking about for the
Yeah,
past 2
Chark.
weeks. Yeah, he's doing
Yeah,
great. He's
yeah.
doing great.
And I like Ryan said. What's his name is going to go off this week?
Oh, Minshew?
No, no.
Fournette.
Lenny?
Fournette.
I
Lenny.
hope so.
Lenny.
Yeah, I hope so.
Lenny.
I like that.
I'm taking Jacksonville as well. The upset. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game though, 17-10, and the under. Selena took Denver. Next game, the night game, the game that I'm looking forward to. I think this is going to be a good fucking game. I think
Yeah.
I'll get into my pick after. Cowboys going into the Superdome. Superdome, right? That's their stadium. Superdome.
Is Superdome Atlanta?
No, Seattle's a
Se-
Superdome.
So what's their
the-
Mercedes?
Oh no, that's the
Mercedes
King Dome.
Dome.
Mercedes
Mercedes
Dome.
Dome.
Used to be the
Mercedes Dome.
Superdome was Silver Dome was Detroit.
Whatever.
It was a Superdome.
Cowboys going into New Orleans. Bri, who you got? Or
Mercedes
Ryan, who you
Dome.
got this game?
This is a tough game.
It is.
But I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
Wow.
I have to. It's going to be 27-18.
27-18.
Cowboys
Under?
win.
That's under?
It's going under.
Yeah.
2.5. I don't trust Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know. I got to go with the Cowboys. They have shown me all year, although they have played shitty teams, they haven't shown anything,
Yeah.
that they're weak. So
Pops, who you got?
Agreed. Pretty much identical. The Cowboys and the under. Zeke hasn't been stopped. Pollard, I think, is doing a nice job as a backup. So even if he comes in, and what's his name, Dak, who I bashed at the beginning, he's showing that he can connect. So.
I think this is where Dallas gets a wake-up call. This is the first real defense they're facing. I think Dak throws at least 1 or 2 interceptions, and New Orleans takes it to the house. I think that's how they win the game, 28-24 in the fourth quarter, and it's going over.
I love it. Superdome, by the way, is we just.
I was right?
New Orleans.
Yeah.
I just checked it
So I
out.
was right.
Yeah,
Fuck you guys.
So you guys remember last week the Saints beat Seattle in Seattle.
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And against Russell Wilson,
Yep.
who's killing it.
Yep.
So I'm with you. Saints win the game at home and the over.
Over.
So
Love
Saints
it.
and the over.
Selena took the Saints as well. I don't know how the fuck she picks them. She just fucking calls me. I don't get it. And lastly, the Monday night
The
8:50.
battle of the they're both 0-3, right? These teams.
Yeah, but Cincy's 2-1 against the spread.
I
Though.
see that. I see that.
You got Cincy going into Pittsburgh with the Steelers getting the not giving the 4 points. Pops, who you got? You're
I
up over there.
have the Steelers
Wow.
winning one. I don't know. I'm just the Bengals are not showing. You know what? The Bengals do have some weapons, but I just think the Steelers at home. They have players still. It wasn't all about Big Ben.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean it's 4 points they're giving and the over, so they're both going to score points.
Is James Conner hurt?
No, he just sucks.
He's been sucking.
Shit in the
Yeah.
bed, right? He didn't even make
I'm
the
so
top
happy I didn't draft
25.
him anywhere. Thank God.
So Pitt in the what? Over, under, you said?
The over?
Over. This was the second game that I couldn't pick.
Tough game.
I don't know. Listen, Cincy's 2-1 against the spread. That's why I'm picking Cincy. I think they just cover it. I think it's going to be like 24-21. Pittsburgh wins, but Cincy covers. So we'll do Cincy 21-24, and that is the over 45. Bri, who you got?
So this is an unfortunate
I
game
c-
for one team because they're gonna be 0-4. But I'm gonna take the Steelers at home. I think they played good defense last week. I think if they play good defense this week, if they take a lead, I don't see Cincy really coming back and winning. So I'm gonna take the Steelers and the over.
Lastly, Rye, who you got, kid?
I'm going with the Bengals.
I knew it.
Yes.
I was waiting for it.
Yes.
He's dying for it.
20-17.
Outright? They're winning
Oh,
it?
they're gonna upset.
They're winning.
They're upset.
They're winning.
Wow.
They're upsetting.
Joe Mixon.
Here's the thing.
And the
The
under.
Steelers don't have a great defensive line. Joe Mixon has finally woke up from his fucking...
Tyler Boyd
his
did
nap?
not wake up till like the fourth quarter last week.
Mixon's going to run for 2 touchdowns
Give one
and
to
130
Give
yards.
one to-
Wow.
Wow.
Heavy
Heavy.
claim.
I made the sound clip. I just gotta upload it. It's fucking great.
That's great. That's a good.
So
that's
when
good. I like
someone I just click a button and you say it, it's fucking awesome.
That was easy.
All right, that's all the games. Let's get into our super locks.
Oh, shit.
Who didn't pick one? Everyone have one? I'll do mine first because I actually have one this week. Oh, Selena took Pittsburgh that game as well. My first super lock, or my only super lock, Seattle -5. Like I said, I think they're gonna go in there. What Ryan said, he's gonna teach Kyler Murray a lesson. 31-14. That's my super lock. You got one? You got one?
You
I got one.
Yeah, but you got.
Packers -4.
I'm with him.
You're with them.
I'm with
Wow.
him on that one.
Green Bay, both of them -4.
Yeah.
I usually don't pick against the Eagles,
Mm-hmm.
but they suck during prime time.
Yeah, not
Prime
really.
time, they're terrible.
Yeah,
Not
they
good.
they don't show up.
So I got to go with the Packers.
Right?
All right, so I think I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Colts. I like the Colts.
What are they? Indy
They're-
what?
They
6.5?
6.5. I'm gonna go with the Colts.
You're 3-0, by the way.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Big week for you.
Yeah.
Selena's 3-0 as well.
Wow.
Indy -6.5. Dad, you took Green Bay -4, and Selena's going Kansas City -6.5 against the Detroit Lions. And then there's only 3 of you left. You 3 stooges left
Still all three of us,
in the
huh?
in the Survivor.
Jesus.
Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Go ahead. Who are you taking this week?
Baltimore.
Wow.
Wow, whoa, he's taking him. Got to get him out of the way, right? Balls to the wall.
Yeah, huh?
All right,
Against the Browns?
I like that.
Who's up next?
I hate it.
I'll go.
Go ahead.
No, I want to go.
Okay, good.
I'm going with the Colts.
Wow. Indy
Yes.
for Rye Kid. Who you got
I
over
checked it
there?
over right here. I'm doing it. Chargers against the Dolphins.
Wow, 16. Oh, wait, no, sorry. There's
Yeah,
no,
just-
no spread in the
exactly.
Survivor.
I'm
sorry,
going Chargers.
He's taking whoever's
I'm
playing.
going Chargers.
Every time.
I'm going
We gotta get him
Chargers.
the
Hey,
T-shirt.
come on,
Ever
man.
for 2 teams, the Giants and whoever plays the Dolphins.
For real. If it's a Survivor,
Smart. Hey,
They
pick
used to
the
have the-
Chargers.
he's smart. I like
Remember
it.
the shirt
Chargers.
I play? I root for 2 teams: the Mets and whoever plays the Yankees.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
great. That's fucking great. That's awesome. Guys, thank you for tuning in. We're bringing you content every week. Become a supporter. Sign up for exclusive discounts. Let me get it up for Brian. Where can we get you on IG, brother?
At Savastar, SAVASTAAR.
Everything's below.
Yep.
Ryan, where can we get you on IG, brother?
You can get me on Instagram at Rygriff, RYGRIFF.
And I finally made a banner. Where can we get you on IG? Do you remember?
No.
At the People's Uncle.
At the people's uncle. If you smell what the uncle's cooking.
Hey.
Fucking guy. His Instagram's below. Go follow him. You can find me at 25Legacy. You can find that below as well. But most importantly, Ryan, where can you get us?
You can get us at you'vebeenmiked.com, or you can get us at you'vebeenmiked on Instagram. No apostrophes, no nothing, no spaces. You'vebeenmiked, all one word.
Thank you for that, Rye. Guys, please, like I said, sign up, become a fucking supporter. We're bringing you free content to win some money on any fantasy platform. Thank you for tuning in. The movement is real. Get with it or get fucking lost.
Bye.
Peace.